Hello, everyone, and good evening. It is time to chill with Phil. It's the first time that I've actually done just like a late night hangout session in a long time. Tonight, I was scheduled to finish the game Luto. I finished it in just under an hour. And so now we got about an hour to just hang out. I'm just going to see what people have on their minds, do shout outs for contributions, and have a good time with all of you. So, welcome, everyone. If you just joined, I just posted up on social media, hey, I'm going live. We'll probably have some more viewers coming in now. Very nice. So, just so everyone knows, if you weren't here for the podcast earlier, I have added new animations, new audio sound effects for contributions. If you do anything 420 or bigger, basically you will get an animated thank you with music and everything, or a sound effect. It's pretty darn cool. So tonight, let's see what animations we can see. That'll be pretty fun, right? Spawn Killer asked, did I like the game Luto? I did, actually. I liked it more than most of the walking simulator games that I've played as of late. It had an actual ending that made sense, not so hard to understand, unlike some other games where you get to the end, you're like, oh, now you just interpret it for what you think it was. No, this one was kind of at least clear, and I was like, oh, okay, and I actually enjoyed it. It had a good variety of stuff in it. That ending, the final hour, was actually a pretty good sequence. So, yes, I did like Luto, and it's cheap. It's like a $20 game for about 5-6 hours of gameplay, so not bad at all. Was it scary? No. It was a thriller mystery trying to figure out what was going on. There were some jump scares because at first they almost set it up like the house you were in was haunted, but that's not actually what it is. So the villain says mouthwashing was good. It was. Mouthwashing also earlier this year, very early this year, I played it. That was actually a good game too, with a shocking twist ending. I know. King Ferb says we all thought it was a horror game because of the trailer. You're right. The trailer made it look like a horror game. It's not. It's a psychological thriller. How much is it now to fill my gas tank in Washington? Last time that I filled my gas tank, it was about $50. Washington State, though, has some of the highest gas prices in the country because our state government has decided to tax things ridiculously while other states aren't doing that. For example, I just recently I asked my dad, what are the gas prices in Connecticut? Because ours keep going up. Right now, it's $4.80 a gallon for gas. And I asked my dad, and he lives in Connecticut. He's on the other coast of the United States, how much his is. And he said it's like 3 and change. So depending on where you live, gas prices are all over the place. We have some of the highest in the country. Jay Kuma says if you go back into the game, they'll play the Amazing Frog theme as an Easter egg. Wow, amazing. I don't know how anyone would ever remember Amazing Frog. But there you go. Good evening, Ideal Realism. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Any chance I'll play Gears online? Yes, the Gears of War remake is coming out at the end of this month, along with the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, right? I'm going to play Gears of War. Primarily, I think I want to play it online. Like, I actually want to jump online and try it and play it and enjoy the classic Gears of War multiplayer again, which I haven't played in ages. I don't know. I'm actually on the fence if I'm actually going to play the campaign or not. Yeah, I can't believe you remember Amazing Frog, J. Kuma. No one remembers that shit. Okay, let's see here. If I could pick a vacation destination, where would I pick? I don't know. It would be so many factors involved. If there was no limitations whatsoever, I know my wife wants to go to Japan, but we also want to go to Europe. So it'd probably be, if there was no limitations at all, money, worrying about Jasper Kitty, anything like that, we'd probably either go to Europe or go to Japan. That's the answer. I don't know. Probably be toss up between the two because we were interested in both. So there's your answer. Gas is about $1.80 in the UK. Well, let's see. Pounds are worth more than the United States, right? Pounds are worth like $1.30, $1.40. So, all right, so you're saying it's a little over $2 a gallon in the UK. Well, you guys are way cheaper than us. Seriously. Does Jasper catch rodents? No, because we don't have rodents. We don't have any rodents in our house. I'm sure if there were mice in the house, he'd probably chase them, but we don't have any. He catches bugs. He's very good at catching bugs. He gets spiders, little gnats and things. Once there was a fly that got into the house, he caught the fly. So he's very good as a bug catcher. Would I ever do an auction stream where I sell stuff for subs or contributions? No. No. Because, for example, what if someone does a tip and then I send them the item and they charge it back? I wouldn't do that, no. When will I play Deltarune 2, 3, and 4? Oh, you mean chapters 2, 3, and 4? I have no idea. There really hasn't been much demand. I know the full game came out earlier this year, and there really hasn't been that much of people asking me for it, so I haven't really thought about playing it. Have I considered getting a bird? No, we never would be able to get a bird because Jasper Kitty loves birds. We have a feeder. It's a transparent plastic feeder that we put seed in, and it attaches to our back door. We have a sliding door that's thick glass, plate glass, so it sticks to the outside with suction cups. So birds land in it all day and eat the seed, and we can see right through. It's beautiful. Like, we get an awesome view of these amazing birds and wildlife that we have in our backyard. Jasper will just sit there, walk up calmly, and then jump up and slam the glass with his paw to try to scare the bird. The bird will fly away. So if we had a bird, he'd be trying to get that bird all day long. Seriously. So we are not going to be getting a bird when we have Jasper Kitty. Absolutely not. Alexander's, good evening. How are you? Would I be down to do a top 10 worst of Steam games marathon? Yes. No, that's our idea for the next marathon. Not this one right now that we're going to do Friday, which is the Mega Man marathon. And if that marathon does well, we're going to do a bonus marathon at the very end of August, the conclusion of the Mega Man marathon, where we're going to do more classic Mega Man. But the next marathon, which will probably be late September, I want to do like a worst games marathon. I want to play Big Rigs, Over the Road Racing. I want to play, people say Bad Rats is a horrible game, or Bad Rats 2 is a horrible game. I want to play that. I want you guys to, over the month of like September, to nominate the worst games. And then at the end of the month, we do a marathon of bad games. I think that'd be really funny to do. What's up, Steve Stir? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Chill with Phil for the next hour. Play Barbie Dollhouse. That's what we're doing right now. I have the stream saying that we're playing Barbie Dollhouse on YouTube. Oh, I guess on Kick I should change it to say that we are just chatting now. Oh, we did. Thank you. Is that you, Dunsfelter? Thank you for doing that. Appreciate that. I should play Heartbound Pirate Software's game. Yeah, but then I don't have to pay him money to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to give him money. He certainly doesn't deserve it. Come on, guys. We got new animations tonight for contributions. For any level of super chat, $5 or more, and any tip, $4.20 or more. We got new animations and new sound effects. Don't you want to see them? Let's get some support for the stream, and let's hit the goal tonight. Earlier today, I had my slowest stream this entire year. Donkey Kong Bananza completely tanked. So I want to have a good stream tonight. Please support the stream. Let's hit that goal. Let's go. Oh, here we go. A 420 tip just came in. Cool. What's the 420 sound? Are you ready? Here we go. It's time for a 420 tip, man. Come on. Chill with Phil here on DSPGaming. Oh, yeah. Oh, now I'm in trouble. I can't believe I just sang that. Oh, no. I'm in huge trouble. How dare I? Thank you for the tip. Whoever that was. Thank you so much. Bomba clock. I promised to not spam sound effects like RTU. You notice I'm not doing that, right? And you notice I kept it short. I don't want these sound effects to be long and intrusive to the stream. Ellipsine says, consider My Friendly Neighbor as a game. Yeah, someone had mentioned that earlier, too. My Friendly Neighbor. I don't know what it is. My Friendly Neighborhood? You mean My Friendly Neighborhood. It just came out, right? It's a horror game. Oh, boy. Something scary is happening at the Saturday morning puppet show. Oh, it's supposed to be a horror version of Sesame Street. Yeah. Overwhelmingly positive reviews. It has a demo as well. All right, I'm going to add this to my wish list. It's a horror version of Sesame Street first-person shooter. That's pretty funny, actually. Okay. King Pervs, yes, it's like BioShock meets Sesame Street. That's cool. All right, that might be one to check out at some point. Maybe October for Halloween. That'd be amazing. Play it Halloween month, yeah. Someone found a 22-inch rat in England. Jeez. They're getting big. You could definitely call that a rodent of considerable size. Oh, it came out in 2023? Oh, never mind. I thought it came out this year, so it's not new. But you guys are saying it's really good, huh? All right, like I said, maybe for Halloween. That would be a good one for Halloween month. Maybe for the Halloween marathon or for, like, just a playthrough for Halloween month in October. Type in chat again? Okay. There we go. Rodents of unusually considerable size. Oh. I did play Mario Golf, right? I did. On what was it? Was it on Switch or was that on Wii U? It's so long ago. I played it. I hated it, but I played it. I don't think I ever finished it, did I? I don't remember. Any funny high stories? What do you mean, Icy Bob? High stories? Yeah, there was this one time. So here's what happened. I started to toke up, and as I did, all of a sudden I hit all of my support goals on a night stream, and we did a big celebration with money falling from the sky. Or maybe I was just high because we haven't seen that in a bit. Maybe we could see it tonight. Before my back injury, did I like roller coasters? Okay, let me put it this way. It wasn't that I didn't like roller coasters. It's that I never have gone on many at all. When I was a kid, I went on one at Lake Quassapog. That was a amusement park near a lake. They called it Quasi in Connecticut. I went there once, and I went on the roller coaster once. I thought it was okay. I went to Six Flags once, and I believe there was a Batman roller coaster. It was supposed to be Batman Mr. Freeze, but I don't remember if it was called like the Chiller or something like that. I actually really liked that one. That was one of those ones where instead of being like a traditional roller coaster, so you basically sat flat against the wall and had a harness, and it went go, and it said boom, it launched you like really fast outside, like foosh, you're outside, and the wind is like whipping on you, like whoa, and then it stops. And then they go, reverse, and then they pull you back all the way, like, whoa, and you fly out another end, and your legs like dangling, and then they throw you like back and forth 2 more times, and that's the ride. I thought it was actually fun and neat, but it's not like a traditional roller coaster, I don't think. But it was a roller coaster, just a weird one. Was it the Chiller? Was that what it was called? I think it was called the Chiller. That rings a bell, so that might have been what it was called. That's the one that stands out in my mind. I've probably been on like 3 or 4 roller coasters my whole life, and the Chiller is the one I remember really liking. But since you're right, since I had my back injury, I haven't been on a roller coaster. I've had opportunity. Like once I went on a vacation to Florida, but I said, I can't go. I mean, I had a back injury. I can't get on that roller coaster and chance aggravating the disc that's herniated already. Now I probably could. Like right now, my back has been good for like 6, 7, 8 years. I haven't had any major problems with my back at all. So I probably could go on a roller coaster now and have no issue. But at that point, it was really bad. So that's why I didn't go on one. Another 420 tip just came in. Do you have or ever had allergies to Jasper? Yes. I want to get cats, but I have allergic reactions after being around them in the past. I tested positive for a cat allergy at the doctor. Does it get better once you live with them? Thanks, Bomba Clot. Wait a minute. Did someone just say Bomba Clot? Yeah, man. When I got Jasper, get him on. I had the bad itchy. Yes, when we first got Jasper, now I had never had a cat before. Okay, so I didn't know. Oh, yes. I would argue the first 2 to 3 weeks that we had Jasper, I itched uncontrollably at some points of the day. That really bad. And I had to get cream. You know, you get the cream for the itch and stuff. Yeah. But what happens is after a while, your body starts to build up an immunity to the cat dander, because that's what it is. It's actually the dander from their hair and their skin. You know, it's in the air, it's in your, he climbs all over the bed, he climbs all over the couch, so it's all over me, right? And after a while, you just become immune. Now, every once in a while, it still gets me. Sometimes he'll come up, I'm petting him, and all of a sudden I'll sneeze, so it does still get me every once in a while, but for the most part, I've been okay with it, and it hasn't been a big deal. Outside of maybe the very first month that we got him, it was a problem, and then it kind of cleared up, so. Guns Filter says, I'm surprised we never got the Rastafil emote on Kick. I think we could add it. I think I know where it is. I all the stuff from my old PC, I carried over to the new setup, but I don't think you're right. I don't think I ever added it. I think I could add it. Yama. Did we have cats when I was living with my parents? Well, so I was living with my parents until the mid-2000s. Then I moved out for 1 year, and I had an apartment in New Haven, Connecticut, where I had 2 roommates who were my coworkers. Then when I moved back in with my parents after that, they had a cat. And I lived there for about another year there. And that was the very early days of me being a YouTuber. And what was that, 2008? Then I moved out again and never moved back. And then since then, I've been fine, you see? So there was like 1 year where there was a cat in the house. And at that point, I wasn't like itchy or anything. Shout out to Thiologist, who has resubbed for 3 months. I think it's an auto resub, but it does count. So thank you to Thiologist for that. Yes, that does count. And let me get that up on the leaderboard. So, guys, we are currently at $90 of support. Let's hit this goal right now. Seriously, let's just hit it now. Then we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the night. Let's get someone to do some tips, a super chat. Let's get some super chats so we can see the new animations and the sound effects, okay? $5, $10, $20, $30, $50, all of those count. Let's get some more support and hit the goal now. Let's clinch it. Let's cinch it. Let's get to 94 tonight. It really sucked how bad the stream did earlier today of Donkey Kong. Let's hit the goal. Come on. The villain says, did you hear the internet wrestling community is complaining about Brock Lesnar returning? I'm not watching wrestling. I need to reiterate something. I watched wrestling from the first episode that Monday Night Raw went to on Netflix, which was what, January, through WrestleMania. I have not seen wrestling whatsoever since WrestleMania. I know nothing about the plot lines. I don't know who the champions are. I don't know about Brock Lesnar returning or the internet wrestling community complaining. I'm not a part of it. So I don't care. Maybe at some point I will get back into wrestling again. Maybe smart guys will return. But right now I'm just enjoying what I'm doing and I don't need the show. So I'm not really caring about it. Okay? Speaking of which, guess what? I still have like packs of cards. Seriously, those WWE cards, I still have them. Yeah. We never opened them. I should save them. Maybe we'll save them for a special event sometime. Someone tipped $1.17, said I used to be a potato, but now I'm in danger of speakers. I have no idea what the hell that means, but thanks for $1.17 tip. Okay, if you say so. So now we're at $91 of support. Couldn't do $5 to see an animation, huh? No, for the most part, August has cooled down here. July was a very, very hot month in Washington State, and we actually had record drought, like no rain at all. Now in August, we are getting clouds and cool, and actually in a day or two, we're going to start to get rain again. So actually, it's cooling down here for August, which is nice. All right, thank you to The Block for a $5 super chat, and he said, bucks. Thanks for $5 here tonight on the stream. That gets us up to 96. Thank you so much. The Block. You know what's also cool? If I get more animations, I have the ability to make them randomized. So, for example, that was for $5 now, but I could actually have it randomized and perhaps do a different one, I think. You can add like a few and have it just pick randomly. I think. Don't quote me on it. I think you can. So I might do some randomized animations as well. What about a Yoshi tongue sound effect? Yeah, absolutely. Or we could do the Yoshi, like we could have Yoshi walking from Mario World and it goes, well, you know how when you jump on him and it goes, we could probably do that sound effect. Thank you to The Block for that. Do I drink beer at all? Not really. When I was younger, I drank beer. I used to drink various different Sam Adams. I used to drink Guinness. I actually really like Blue Moon. Still to this day, I really like Blue Moon because it has that citrus air and flavor to it. But I just don't regularly drink beer. It's too high calorie. It's sugary now, and I've cut out sugary drinks from everything that I do. Like, for example, I'm just drinking filtered water right now. When I drink at night, I'm having the seltzers that are very low calorie, almost no sugar. I don't try to drink anything that's sugary at all. So I don't really like beer because of that. Too much sugar. The Block says it would be cool to have a bunch of robot masters for Friday. We have a Mega Man animation for $10. $10 super chat and $10 tip. There's a Mega Man animation. But I didn't want everything. See, here's the thing. Like, we could do that. But it would be, I'd have to see if we could find enough that would work. And then it would be basically just be for the one day. So I don't know if I really want to do that. Might be overload. I do have animations. Have you seen the Mega Man animations for Friday? These animations will be used all day Friday on the Mega Man Marathon. A little preview here. Better villain, Dr. Wily or Sigma? Dr. Wily is the classic cartoonish villain. Sigma is more like serious writing, right? Angsty anime writing. So I would go for Wily. Excuse me. Have I seen the new Fantastic Four? No. Did I watch Hello Kitty and Friends? No. Excuse me. What's the minimum wage per hour in Washington? No. I wouldn't know that. I don't work any job that's minimum wage. I'm far surpassed that. How would I know? That's not a matter that concerns. I am your king. Those matters, the pittance that is paid to the general populace, the peons, that does not concern me in any way. I don't know what that is. What a ridiculous question to ask me on my stream. How would I even know anything about those people or their lifestyle? I don't know. I live here in my mansion. We all know this. Can I say bucks again? Bucks. What if you don't like the $200 animation? Can I get $45 animations? You're too broke to get any of those. Why did the Dreamcast only last 2 years? Piracy and competition. Imagine if the mic was that close all the time. That would be incredibly disturbing, wouldn't it? What are some of my favorite films? Ghostbusters, The Lion King, Saving Private Ryan. Clue. Is it discouraging when you try something new but you don't get the reception that you wanted? How do you move forward and deal with it? I talk into the mic like this all night. Do I like any of the Castlevania games? Yes. I think I should. So a few years ago, in the summertime, I played Castlevania 1, 2, 3, and Super Castlevania, all emulated, not really emulated, but on the what do they call it? The Switch online nonsense thing that's on the Switch, right? That was fun. I think that I should play Symphony of the Night at some point. Did you know I've never played through Symphony of the Night once? I played it not when it was new, but when they added it to the Xbox 360 digital game arcade marketplace, and I played the first half, and I thought I had beaten the game, and I was super stoked. I was like, yes, I did it. I beat Shaft, and it's the end of the game. And then the game said, fuck you, flip the castle. And I went, and then I never played it again. I seriously got so upset. I never played the game again. But now that I know what it is and what to expect, and the fact that I can do an interactive stream with you guys probably would make it a lot better than me just trying it for myself. A lot of the things, to admit, I didn't understand, and I had to learn by like going to the internet and researching and shit, but you guys could easily help me with the game to understand it. So I think that it would be better to do an interactive playthrough. Yes, I do still have my Genesis Mini. What's my thoughts on pinball? It's very fun. I used to play a few different pinball games when I was a kid. One was called Circus Voltaire. That one was the arcade or the pinball machine that was always at my local arcade, and I got really good at it to the point where like I could play for like an hour and a half and never lose, and I just would have to like give up to not keep playing because I wanted to go play other games. But whenever there was like nothing going on in the arcade, let's say no one was there to play in Street Fighter, then I would go play Circus Voltaire. Zuzu Pet did a $2 super chat. Sadly, far too small to get any kind of a sound effect with that animation. But they said, big bad bombaclot blokes boldly blast by Brian. Well, thank you, Zuzu Pet. I appreciate that. We're now up to $98 and climbing. We're there. We got a half an hour left on the stream. We are in prime position to hit that support goal tonight. Let's do it. Let's clinch the goal tonight. Don't you want to see these animations? What's wrong with you? Let's get some support and see these animations right now. Who's going to drop the bomb and get us to the goal right now? Who's going to do a $52 super chat? Or a nice, delicious $52 tip? Or maybe 11 gifted subs over on Kick? Who's going to do it? Who's going to be the man tonight? What is the lighting theme? It is called Cyber Rain. But I always customize the colors. Like originally, I think this was just green, so it was supposed to look like the Matrix, but I changed the colors. Roast the King did an Australian $2.99 super chat, which is about $2. They said, I heard they found a 5-foot rat in Renton this week. I don't know what you're referencing. If you're talking about me, I'm not 5 foot tall, nor do I know what on earth you're referencing. Maybe this is some detractor thing, but you sent me money. So thanks for $2. That gets us up to $100 of support now. Have I ever completed a game on hardest difficulty? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I have. I think first one I ever did for YouTube was Mass Effect, because I had played the Mass Effect one so many times that I wanted to challenge myself. So I did the hardest difficulty run, first run I ever did for YouTube. I also know Resident Evil 2 Remake. I played at the hardest difficulty at launch. Like, I didn't even wait. I just did the hardest difficulty at launch. And man, that shit was hard. Those are the two that come to mind. I know I've done more than that, but those are the two that come to mind. But the thing is, my philosophy is, if I'm going to play a game for the very first time, I want to experience it the way that the game developers have intended for me to experience it as a first-time player. If I go in a harder difficulty, that's not the default experience. So usually if I'm playing a brand new game, I always go to the standard difficulty. That way I'm getting the experience as intended from the game devs. Am I going to play the Final Fantasy Tactics remake? Yes. I just don't know if it'll be exactly when it comes out. Depends on how busy we are during that gaming season. But I do want to play it. I love Final Fantasy Tactics. It's a great game. What else? When is Suikoden 2 happening? Don't know. It could be this month. Really, this is going to be dependent on how long it takes to get through Donkey Kong Bananza and Death Stranding 2. If we can wrap them both up within, say, the next week, week and a half, I'll probably start it this month. If they take a long time, then we might have to start it in September. So in September, there's like 1 or 2 games at the very end of August, and then there's like nothing till the end of September. So we could definitely do it then in like mid-September, early to mid-September. We'll have to see. I've never played Tactics Ogre, so I don't know if I would like it or not. I know of it, but I've never played it. Did I ever play a game right again directly after I beat it? Oh, I don't recall doing that. I don't recall beating a game and going right back in. The only one where I think I even offered that was Sekiro. If you remember, I beat Sekiro, and I said, guys, I got so good at this game by the end, I would like to do a New Game Plus run right now, if you guys want it. And everyone said, no. So I didn't. I never played it again. I literally never played Sekiro ever again. Yes, I've smoked a cigar, and I quite enjoyed it, but I haven't done it since I was a teenager. Am I still considering playing Deltarune? I actually already answered that, Yak Almighty, but to reiterate, no one's really asked for it. I'm not opposed to playing it if people actually wanted it and would show up and engage and support it, but no one's really asked for it, so I haven't really considered it. Looks like the Bitcoin took a bit of a tumble there. Just, what, a week ago it was over 100, like 20-something. Now it's down to 113. Ooh, you poor, poor digital investors. I don't know anything about Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, so no, I'm not playing it. We're too busy with other stuff right now. We did play Deltarune Chapter 1, correct? Years and years ago, but I never played the Chapter 2 that was added, and then I know the rest of the game came out, and I haven't played any of that. We just played whatever was free initially years ago. A lot of you guys are talking about stuff I don't even understand. Would I do a stream with Dr. K? It would expose a lot of people to therapy. I have no idea what you're talking about. Ether just dropped a 5-sub bomb here on the chat. Again, Ether massively supporting this stream tonight. Thank you, Ether. Another 5. That gets us up to 125 of support. Only 25 to go to hit the goal. Let's go. Let's hit it right now. Who's going to do 25 right now? 25 super chat or 25 tip to get us to the goal, or 5 more subs. Who's going to do it? Let's get to it right now. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Ah, let's do it. Come on. Let's get that goal tonight. Let's get the goal tonight. I'll shove this diamond sword right up someone's ass. Let's get the goal tonight. Yeah. All right. Enough of that. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous behavior. Your future stepdad just gifted 3 subs. 3. Thank you, your future stepdad. So that gets us up to 140 of support. All right. Who's going to get us over the finish line? $10. A $10 super chat, a $10 tip, or 2 more subs. Let's go. Come on. It's a good question. We got a whole lot of subs tonight, but not a lot of action on YouTube. I don't know what's going on the YouTube side of things tonight. It sure would be great to get more support from the YouTube viewers, considering the fact that on YouTube, we've got over 200 viewers, and on Kick, We've only got about 100. Actually, we have almost 150. Wow. Well, thanks for everyone who's watching me on Kick. I appreciate that. I didn't realize we had so many. Wow. This might be the closest we've ever had to having an even audience, because we almost never have an even audience. Hashtag Fluffy just did a 10-pound super chat and says, take my money, king. Thank you, hashtag Fluffy. There will be an animation for that, but it has to clear the queue, because now we have the queue for all of these. Let's see how much that actually is, because that's a pounds conversion. So $9.99 would be $13.30 from hashtag Fluffy. That is the biggest contribution, super chat contribution of the night. So let's get that up on the leaderboard. $13.30. There it is. Oh, yeah. Thank you, hashtag Fluffy, for that support. And with that, it is a... What the hell just happened? Okay, it's screwed up. It was 153. I don't know what happened there. Okay, with that, it is official. Tonight, here on the stream, we have hit the goal. We hit the goal. We hit the goal here on DSPGaming. I thought that we were never going to hit goals anymore. It's funny how when stuff happens that's not insanely boring, like Donkey Kong Bonanza, that people come out to support. It's almost as if it's the game and not me. What a shocker. Like we haven't figured this out yet. If the game sucks, people don't show up and support it. So thank you guys for showing up and supporting this cool, chill stream tonight. We're at 94 out of 100. 6 more goals to go for DSP Tries It. Let's go. Listen to the cope of all the trolls. They can't justify why I fucking win every day. Hey! Fuck all you no-low losers. I dance to the money song, and you kiss my ass. Very nice. Okay, well, that was fun. Excellent. Oh, it was playing again for some reason. All right, very nice. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, guys. All right. Oh, by the way, another tip just came in. A $1 tip. Wow. Someone really went down to the bottom of the barrel to find this one. A $1 tip. Here is a Real Housewives tagline. They tried to cancel me, expose me, and meme me, but I'm alive, loud, and monetized. Huh? Eh? Ooh, I don't know what the hell that's from. I've never said that quote. But thank you for $1. Anyway, there we go. Now, I'm still here for a while. I'm still here for like over 20 more minutes. Let's keep chilling and let's keep going. We've seen the $10. You guys haven't seen the $30 animation yet at all. You haven't heard the new sound effects that I have for $50 contributions. You haven't heard that. So there's a new $30 animation you've never seen. There's $50 you've never seen or heard. So how about this? Tonight, here on DSPGaming, let's hit 2 goals. That'll make up for the bum-ass Donkey Kong Bonanza stream earlier today for one of the most boring games Nintendo's ever put out. Let's hit another goal tonight. Make up for it. Get back on track. Be on pace for DSP Tries It. That sounds like a plan that I can get on board for. Let's go. Come on. There is a $100 sound effect. We saw it last night, right after the Minecraft stream was ending. Someone did a $100 tip. There is a $100 tip, animation, and sound effect. I said $100, not 100 moral support over there. That's the wrong contribution. Yeah, it's $100, not 100 moral points. Stop that. There is, yes, the 666 tip animation. I have a new sound effect for it. I do. I have a sound effect for the 666 tip. So if you want to see that, tip 666 right now, and you'll see it. The block to each their own. He says, Bonanza's probably boring to watch, but I wasn't bored playing it. I'm so bored. We're just hit the 5th transformation, the snake transformation. Again, I was like, what's it going to be? Something cool, an amazing snake movement where you'll slither up walls? No, double jump. You already have a double jump. So you jump a little higher. What the fuck is wrong with these game devs? Double jump? It's so lame. Double jump. I don't know. I just can't get on this game. I'm so bored now. It's like, what do you do with the double jump? Break more things and get more bananas and fossils. Jeez, how original. I haven't done that for 20 hours already. Yes, it's $6.66 tip exactly gets the 666 animation. That's correct. No, I'm not going to drop DK at this point. We're so far in. Squirt Rock says, I gifted a sub. You can count it. Oh, Squirt Rocks gifted a sub, but it got grouped in with all the others. So we didn't see it. Thank you to Squirt Rocks. I appreciate that. I see it now in the queue. Thank you for telling me. I completely missed it. So now we're up to 159 of support. Thank you, Squirt Rocks. Can we get to 300 by the end of the night to make up for the abysmal Donkey Kong stream? Let's do it. Let's hit it by the end of this stream. Let's go. Drop DK, play Barbie instead, for real. All right, we'll do that. We'll start playing Barbie with Dollhouse tonight. Yes, Jade, you were playing Rivals? Still kicking ass over there in Marvel Rivals, huh? Good stuff. What's up, King Michael? How are you tonight? Everyone joining late. We're here. I'm here for about another roughly 15, 20 minutes, guys. So this is the finale of the stream. If anyone else supports, thank you so much. I'd love to see more animations we haven't seen yet and sound effects we haven't heard, but it's all good. We hit the goal tonight. Sucks that Donkey Kong sucked so much butt. It did. It sucked butt. That's what Donkey Kong's doing. It's not sucking bananas. He's sucking butt. It's so boring. It's a shame because, like, the actual, like, physics of the game are great. Some of the gameplay mechanics are very good and sound, and the graphics are very good, except for today's boss fight where the graphics failed miserably. The camera failed and the frame rate tanked. That sucked. Okay? But the game is so boring, it doesn't matter that it has good stuff. It's just so boring. I can't get over how bored I am playing this game. That's another thing. Yeah, it's so easy. The game is so easy. Today's boss, just listen to this. I fought a boss today. Now, you would think to beat the boss, you need to implement the gameplay mechanics that you just learned. You just learned how to transform into an elephant and use this vacuum mechanic to suck up the environment. You would think that's what I should do. So I'm fighting the boss, and he has a coating on him. I suck the coating off. I punch him. He immediately goes to the other side of the arena and puts the coating back on. And he doesn't lose any health. I try again. Same thing. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is it not working? They just taught me this gameplay mechanic. It is removing his coating. Why is this not beating the boss? So I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to transform into the first form that we learned at the beginning of the game, and I'm just going to mash this button as hard as I can. I swear to God, all I did was transform, jump, and mash the punch button. I beat the boss. No thought whatsoever in my head. Drool coming out of my mouth like an idiot. Going, duh, and I beat the boss. That's how you have to play this game. Don't think. Completely unplug from any level of intelligence you could ever have in your head and just go, duh, and you'll succeed in this game. Actually, I've heard if you actually put on a physical dunce cap when you play Donkey Kong Bonanza, it just warps you to the final arena, and you can just beat it in 5 minutes. Wow. Great Zero Taste, how are you? 17 months as a member. Thank you so much for being an ongoing member, Great Zero Taste. It's not a new membership, so it doesn't count for support tonight, but I appreciate your ongoing support of the channel. Thank you so very much. All right, I received a $6.66 tip from Chocoboco. He says, this is the first I heard that this is an animation. I'm hoping to get to play the new Marvel fighting game closed beta. Yeah, I registered for it this morning. People told me about it, and I signed up for it. We'll see if Sony contacts me. Okay, are we ready? Here it comes. It hurts. Damn. Thank you for the 666 tip, Chocoboco. So that actually is the biggest tip of the night. Wow. Thank you, Chocoboco. You actually have become the top tipper of the night. That was a hot ass. I agree. So now we're at 165 of support and climbing. Can we get to 300? Can we get a double goal to make up for the abysmally bad Donkey Kong stream earlier today? Let's go. Let's see some of these bigger animations. $20, $30, $50 animations are all unique animations with sound effects. Let's see them. Let's see them tonight. Can I give feedback on the theological discussion going on in Kick Chat? No. Great Zero Taste, thank you for an Australian $10 super chat, which is the equivalent of around $6, which is why it did the $5 animation. He says, I'm sorry, Phil, you're not doing the Battlefield 6 beta. That's crazy. I've seen the settings in the beta. You can hide your own name and put everyone's name as random. No, I am going to do it. Just not this weekend because they just announced it, right? And I already had this weekend booked. We've got my marathon and we've got the release of Mafia: The Old Country. So I'm going to opt to do it that next weekend, I believe. They're doing it another week. I'm going to do it the second week, and I'll probably do a stream or two of it to see if it's any good. So thank you, Great Zero Taste, for that super chat. Now up to 171 of support and climbing. King Ferb says, any idea what we're playing Thursday? That's a good question, because this week what I was planning on doing is kind of alternating every day. It was going to be Donkey Kong and Death Stranding 2, then Donkey Kong, Death Stranding 2. But since Death Stranding 2 has completely tanked, I don't want to do it on day streams anymore. I would rather just do it on night streams. So I actually don't know what to do as the day stream on Thursday. We could do another stream of Death Stranding 2 to get really far into the game and get to close to the end, or we could do something else, but it would just be a one-off stream. So I'm not sure what to do. If it's a one-off stream, it can't be anything that's like a playthrough because we're not going to get far enough, and I can't add another game to the rotation. We're already backlogged. What else? Something people keep asking for? Yeah, but has anyone really been ultimately asking for one thing? Not really. Like, some people want me to start Suikoden 2. Some people want me to start RoboCop. Some people want me to do a random game like Deltarune, right? There you go. I got another 666 tip. Again from Chocoboko. He says, that animation was great. Let's see that again. Ooh, that's a hot one. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Thank you very much to Chocoboko for another 666 tip. That gets to 177 and climbing. Thank you so much, Chocoboko. We've got momentum. We've got momentum. Can we hit the goal to make up for the bum stream earlier today? Can we do it? We're doing it right now. We're getting there. Can we keep that going? Someone want to do, like I said, if you want to do a 20, 30, or 50 animation, they all have new animations and sound effects tied to them. 777, maybe we could do that eventually, Dunsfelter. He says, what about 777 and have it be like a slot machine? That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe that would be fun. No, it's not $50 for a 3-second GIF. It's $50 for a 20-second GIF and sound effect. It's 20 seconds for 50. Jade says, in one day, DK, I love it, but now it's slow and it's just smashing. Exactly. The game is, when Donkey Kong first came out, it was good. It was like crazy for a stream or two. But then we're like, wait, it's still the same? And now we're 20 hours in. The game is still exactly the same. They didn't even try to mix it up and make it feel different. Like, oh, I got a new transformation. Use it a tiny bit. Fight a boss. Okay, on to the next world. Transformation useless now. No one cares about it. Right? Have we used the zebra transformation once since that world? There's no point. They set up the game in a way that you just end up repeatedly smashing shit without any, like, fun. It's boring. Yes, Great Zero Taste. I did see Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I absolutely am interested in it and will be getting it. Even if it sucks, I want to play some of the old Mortal Kombat games for the first time in many, many years. I'm sure I'll suck at them. I haven't played them in so long, but I'm going to try anyway. No, I can't finish Donkey Kong in one more day stream. What people are saying is I'm in the Snake World, and that's going to take at least another hour to 2 hours to beat. And then there's 4 worlds left. Thankfully, there's no more unlocking of abilities, but people are saying the 4 worlds are shorter and quicker. So I'm thinking probably 2 or 3 night streams to wrap it up. I'm not doing day streams of it anymore. After a $30 disaster tank stream, there is no fucking way I'm putting that on a first stream ever again. Fuck that game. Have a good night, Buckwell. He's off to play American Truck Simulator. Have a good time, man. Spawn Killer, I already shouted out the Great Zero Taste Super Chat. You missed it. King Furbs wants to ask a question. Yes, you can ask a question. If it goes on the night stream, what would change? I could reserve the day stream for games that will actually be moneymakers and games that people want, hence play more of what people want for longer, as opposed to on a night stream, if I'm going to have a bad, slow stream, just put Donkey Kong on the night stream. Seriously, have it be 2-hour increments. Like, no exaggeration, today, we didn't even get good attendance on the podcast because people didn't care about Donkey Kong and didn't want to stick around to watch it. So they were like, yeah, I'll just watch it on demand later. Even the podcast had bad attendance. That's horrible. I want people to show up to my podcast and hang out with me. Golden Noble says, I miss the times when you enjoy games on the games and not the performance of contributions. Hey, Golden Nobles, I miss the times when games were actually fucking good. That's what I miss. Because, for example, Claire Obscure, I kept playing till the end, even though the contributions were horrible, because the game was absolutely outstanding. Blueprints, I continued to play 60 hours, despite the fact that I had multiple slow streams of it. But Donkey Kong is a boring-ass, repetitive, uninspired game that also the audience doesn't want. It's a double whammy. Get it the fuck out of here. That's how it works. No, I haven't bought a physical gaming magazine probably in over 10 years. I couldn't even tell you the last time I got one. I really don't remember. Someone in Kick Chat says, I don't finish most games. Completely untrue. Enjoy your permanent ban for lying. You're a fucking idiot. Complete nonsense. I actually do play most games to completion. Tron Gates Legacy votes to start Suikoden 2 on Thursday. We could, but the problem with that is this. Suikoden 2 will have viewers and people who will support it. I know, because those same people supported Suikoden 1 earlier in the year and wanted to see 2. But I need people to know I'm going to do it. If I just announce tonight or tomorrow, hey, I'm doing Suikoden 2 on Thursday, it may not be enough time for those who want to see it to actually be there. And I'm nervous about that. I want people to be able, who want it, to be able to know, like if I've said, oh, we're starting it in a week and there's a big buildup, then people will know. If I just started on Thursday, we might have a dead stream because we don't know, people aren't aware, you know? All right, guys. So I'm out of here in like 5-10 minutes. Last chance to support this stream and get some more support to help make up for the slower stream earlier. It would be great to see some more animations because we put hard work into them. Please, if you like the stream, support it. Thank you so much. Jade, you're taking off. Have a good night. There you go. Here's actually, the blimp says, I actually don't mind what you're playing as long as you're enjoying it. Well, there you go. And am I looking to bring in a FromSoft title into the mix? Right now, absolutely not. I want to eventually do more mods with FromSoft games, whether it's Dark Souls 2 or 3, and do a run where it's nothing like the original game. Because the mods that I did for Dark Souls 1 earlier in the year didn't really change the game. I thought they did, and they really didn't. I want to actually do like it's a totally new game. That would be amazing. So that's what I'm going for, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. What kind of run am I going to do for the first playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta? I'm going to do a run where I attempt to play through and complete the game. That's my run. Any update on the matchup with LTG? No, once again, 2 years in a row. Actually, at this point, I think technically it's 3 years in a row. He completely dodged me. He made excuse after excuse. He made ridiculous demands for money he knows he's not getting because he's a bitch. He's a fucking cowardly, scared little bitch who knows that I would beat him in any fighting game that we chose. He has absolutely no chance to win. So instead of it making about, oh, a challenge of skill, he's like, well, just pay me and it doesn't matter if I win or not. No, that's the point. The point is I want to play you to prove that I'm better than you because that's exciting for the viewers. People don't want to see us play if you're just going to throw the match. So there has to be stakes involved, meaning if you want to have a prize pool that's raised and the winner of the match gets the prize pool, whether it's $5,000, $30,000, whatever it is, I bet people would pay to see the match happen because they're excited to see which of us would actually win. But he's too dumb to understand that. He just wants a guaranteed payday, which he's never going to get because he's not worth a fucking dollar. The guy is a absolute fucking waste of everyone's time. He view bots. He fakes subs on his own channel. He's got a horrible moral compass. That's for fucking sure. And he has the balls to try to talk shit to me. Me! The guy who's been here before him will be here after him, who's better in every aspect of fucking life than him. He's going to try to talk shit to me about anything. All right? He says, oh, look at his hairline. Yeah, look at my hairline. You notice something? You can see my hairline? Because my camera's fucking visible, unlike your peach fuzz piece of shit and your tiny little rinky-dink setup because you're a broke fucking bum streaming from the ghetto. You suck. You're a bitch and you won't play me because you fucking suck and you don't have a god's chance in hell of fucking beating me at anything on this fucking planet or existence. So stay the fuck in your lane and shut the fuck up about me and don't ever try to make fun of me again because you are my bitch forever, LTG. That's what you all wanted. There you go. No, what happened? Dunsfelter says he removed the Temu sound panels I made fun of. No, he moved. He moved and claimed that he actually went to a bigger house. No, he didn't. He went from one like shitty apartment to another place where apparently he has a co-signed person on it with him because he couldn't get it for himself. He couldn't get the loan or whatever he needed. So he has like a roommate now. And it's just as shitty. Take a look at his old room and his new room. It looks exactly the fucking same. He didn't go to a better place. He went to an equivalent place and it looks like shit. He has nothing in his background, nothing to make the streams entertaining for his audience whatsoever. He's a bum. Go check it out. Go watch his content. I dare you. You'll spend 5 minutes laughing hysterically at how bad his content is and how bad his setup is and how bad he is. He makes fun of my hair. The dude, there's footage of this dude getting his hair painted on his head at the barber. The guy's literally painting his hair on his head. And he's making fun of my hairline because I'm aging gracefully and he's hiding his fucking hairline as he gets older. What a bum. Aging gracefully means that as you get older, you embrace the fact that you're getting older. You don't try to hide it. You don't try to act too young. You don't try to, oh, look, no, I'm actually not 43 years old. I'm 30. So here I have fake hair plants and fucking hair dye and shit. I don't do that because I don't want to hide the fact that I'm getting older because it's just a natural thing that happens. Everyone should not be ashamed. No one should be ashamed that you're getting older. It happens to literally every human in history. There's never been a human that said, hey, I don't have to age. So why would you hide it? Why would you go to the barber and have they paint the fucking hair on your head? Why would you? Did you see that LTG's camera actually used to be better quality? And he downgraded the quality of his camera because he doesn't want you to see him. He wants to hide the fact that he's getting older. So he actually has a blurrier camera now than he used to have. It's remarkable. I got another 666 tip. This is Kino Phil. What an excellent promo. This is what you guys wanted. You can have it. I don't care. The truth is, every year, Evo weekend, I will challenge him. He will turn it down like the cowardly bitch he is. Every single year, he'll turn it down. I know it for a fact. And then we'll all make fun of him for a little bit, and then we'll forget about it until next Evo. Because the truth is, people want to see the match. They would love to see me versus him in a fighting game, whether it's Street Fighter 6, a classic fighter, whatever the fuck it would be. I would practice whatever it is, so I would beat his ass easily. I would. It would be like a spanking. It wouldn't even be like a competitive match. It would be like we turn it on, and it's just like this constantly, and everyone just laughs and points at him because he's a fucking joke. And that would be the end of it. And everyone would enjoy it and have a great time, and it would go down in history as one of the best fighting game streams in history. Sure, it would be toxic, but it would be so virally popular. I guarantee you, if we did an Evo weekend, that stream would get just as many views as the Evo streams that were happening exactly the same time, if not beat them. But he doesn't understand business. He is so vainglorious, right? He is so full of himself and narcissistic that he wouldn't actually put anything on the line, his reputation or anything, to actually make this happen. He's too dumb. He's too dumb to understand it. Really. He doesn't get it. Treat others the way I want to be treated. Guess what? I've been treated like dog fucking shit for a long time. LTG is the one who had my name in his bitch ass mouth for a very long time. He wants to make fun of my looks. He wants to make fun of my setup. He wants to say I'm broke. I have none of those problems. I'm good. He's the bum now, and now he's got to fucking take it like the bitch. Since he wanted to fucking talk shit about me before I even knew who the fuck he was, now he has to, every Evo, he has to take it. He has to bend over and fucking take it. All right, I got to get out of here. We're now pretty late, guys. All right? All right. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed chilling with me tonight. Isn't it funny? I'm not playing a boring-ass fucking Nintendo game, right? I'm not playing Donkey Kong Bananza. Instead, we're literally just sitting here having fun, chilling. And everyone has a great time, and people support the stream. Isn't it funny? I'm just saying. So, is it me? Am I the problem? No, the problem is modern game developers don't know how to make entertaining games anymore. They think on paper this game looks good. On paper, this game has gameplay. This game has this many levels. This game has good graphics. But is it fun? Did you have a single person play the game and tell you if it was fun all the way through? Or did you just think you were making a good game because you're Nintendo and you're so full of yourself? So here I am 20 hours into the game. I am bored as shit. But I'm going to finish it. I mean, I put so much time invested in this game. I'm going to try to finish it. But man, it's boring. Nowhere near as good as Super Mario Odyssey was. That's what I was hoping from this game, and we didn't get it, and I'm very disappointed we didn't get basically Mario Odyssey 2. Instead, we got a really boring take on a collectathon. That's the other fun thing. They wanted to do a spiritual successor to Donkey Kong 64, but try to make it good. Aren't you aware that Donkey Kong 64 is awful? That collectively the gaming community agrees it's the game that killed the collectathon genre, and people stopped making them because it was so bad? So why would you want to do that again? Oh, well, it's 25 years later. It's still bad 25 years later. We didn't want to go back to the collectathon formula. That's why we went away from it. Why would you make another one? I don't know. Another tip. I really got to get out of here, but I got another 666 tip from Chocoboco. Before I go, let's see that animation one more time. Thank you, Chocoboco. One more time for Chocoboco it is. Thank you so much for your support tonight. People really like to see my ass burn and hear the flames singe the hairy butts, huh? All right. So I was up to 88. I didn't add that, then another 6. Gets me to 94. And actually, there was a $2 tip here as well. Who is your favorite promo watching wrestling? Oh, dude, there's so many good promo cutters. There's not just one. Just off the top of my head, Chris Jericho, HBK back in the day. There's so many good wrestling promo cutters. What Me Worry just dropped a 5-sub bomb over on Kick. 5 subs from What Me Worry. Thank you so very much, What Me Worry. Thank you. Wow, we're up to 221. You realize we're almost making up for the horrible Donkey Kong stream right now. If someone drops a big contribution, we could actually make up for the Donkey Kong stream, but I have to go. So it has to be literally right now. Let's go. Can we hit 2 goals tonight? Have I entertained you enough to deserve 2 goals tonight on this stream? I did see some of the gameplay from that trailer of the new Virtua Fighter game. I did see it. And it looks pretty much like Virtua Fighter with really realistic graphics, does it not? Would I play LTG if his fee was paid by others? No. I will play LTG if he wins money by beating me. That is the only circumstance where he should earn money. He should not be paid a fee to play me. That is ludicrous. The man is not worth a quarter. Not 25 cents. You understand? He's worthless. But if he wants to beat me, then he should earn the money. That is the circumstance that should happen. That is the rules and the setup of the fight. All right. I guess I got to get out of here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Great Chill with Phil stream. I enjoyed it. Hope that you guys enjoyed as well. And I will see you next time. I like doing these. The thing is, we do them every once in a while, but I just don't know when actually to do them. And tonight was the perfect opportunity, beating Luto, and I had extra time. So I hope that you enjoyed the stream. And thanks so much. I'll see you soon.